Hi everybody, it's Taylor, your VP of Competition. This video is just going to be a brief run through of what an individual case study looks like. So to start off, you are going to walk in and you're going to greet your judge, introduce yourself, and then have a little bit of small talk, asking them how their day was, etc. So you'll see that here.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm the head election official at Washoe County.
Nice to meet you. I'm Taylor. I am the consultant that you hired.
Awesome.
After that, you are going to present your ideas to the judge. Some people use their computer to write up a quick PowerPoint presentation. Some people just use some notes, pen and paper. Some people make a fake PowerPoint where they stand up pieces of paper and write on them. That's good because it doesn't rely on technology. So many people do it many different ways, and no way is the best way. It's just what works for you. The only big point that I want to get across is that you should be saying the performance indicators word for word. So if you want to put them on the title slides of your PowerPoint presentation.
So I created a little bit of a presentation to go along with this meeting, just to help things flow along. So as you know, this is all about get out the vote for Washoe County. Washoe County has always known that voter turnout has been really good, and they have had a reputation of that for a very long time. However, you have seen some decreases in voter turnout, and as you've notified me before, the 18 to 24-year-old window, they haven't been registering to vote as much, not voting as much. So we really want to create this publicity plan to get out the vote and get people to vote. So now we're just going to explain the nature of a promotional plan. This just gives you a background into what a promotional plan is and what goes into it. So the description of the promotional mix decisions, there are many that we can use: advertising, selling, direct marketing, sales promotions, and public relations. We're really going to focus on the direct marketing and the advertising, which I will talk about later in the presentation. And then also relevant market information is included, details about the target market, identification of objectives. Really, our objective is to increase voter registration and voter turnout by 20% within the target demographic, the 18 to 24-year-olds in Washoe County. And then lastly, we'll have that budget. So some more background is explaining the concept of market and market identification. So the market is the total number of people who can vote. Obviously, you split that into market segments by age group, and you chose the target market of 18 to 24-year-olds because they really weren't registering to vote like they should have and voting. So one of the questions that we like to focus on is why would someone choose to register to vote or choose not to vote? Mainly with this demographic group is, are their peers voting? Are their peers registering to vote? Is it easy and convenient for them to vote? And is it clear and concise? Like, they don't want to be confused at all, otherwise they'll just move on to something else. So those were really important topics that we wanted to incorporate into our plan. So we also developed some communication objectives. We want to encourage 18 to 24-year-olds in Washoe County to register to vote through our communications. We want to encourage 18 to 24-year-olds in Washoe County to vote through our communication. So some market strategies, we want to go over the 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. So the product is the vote. It's a little different than selling a product, but it's pretty similar. And then the price is free. Obviously, it's just a small time commitment, so that was really important to that demographic. It's a small time commitment where it's just easy and very seamless. The place, registering online and voting through absentee, is really important for this demographic, so we want to make sure that we highlight those. They obviously still can vote in person or register to vote in person. That's always an option. And then the promotion of it is the publicity plan. So without further ado, we'll talk about the publicity plan. So our target market, as I've stated many times before, the 18 to 24-year-olds in Washoe County, we really wanted to, within this target market, focus on those that are uninterested in politics and those that do not know how to register to vote or to vote. Those are some big obstacles when getting out the vote. So we are going to advertise on Instagram and Snapchat. We chose Instagram and Snapchat because we know that these demographics are using them, and this is just a little mock-up of the advertisement that we could put on Instagram and Snapchat. It is going to be just in Washoe County, which reduces our budget, which is a good savings. So this is just a little mock-up of the advertisement. Did you know that you could make an impact in just 2 easy steps? And then it has register to vote at, and it has the link right there, so it's very easy, convenient. And then vote on whatever the nearest voting date is. So that will be a good way to get out the vote for that demographic. So another thing that we're going to do is go to North High and East High. We're going to set up a trifold and have an employee help register those 18-year-olds that attend high school to vote online. And then we will provide them with an informational card on where they can vote, how they can vote, absentee, all of that good stuff. And that employee will be there to answer any questions that those students have. And then we're also going to do the same thing with Washoe County Technical College. So we're going to, again, have that trifold with all of the good information in the lunch area, having 2 employees instead of just 1, because there are more people that are able to vote at the technical college. So helping them register to vote online, and then providing them, again, that informational card, help them answer any questions that they have. So do you have, oh, and then the budget. Awesome. And now we're going to move on to the budget. So the trifold is going to be $20. The informational cards are $100 to make in print. The Snapchat advertisements, $100. The Instagram ads, $100, for a total of $320. After you get all of your ideas communicated to the judge, you can ask them if they have any questions. They will have 2 or more questions to ask you, and then you'll answer them. And so you'll see that here. And then do you have any questions before we wrap up?
I do. One of them would be, why did you choose the 2 social media platforms that you did?
We chose Instagram and Snapchat because they have a very similar user base. And that user base really lines up with the 18 to 24-year-olds that we're trying to target. So that's why we chose Instagram and Snapchat.
Okay, perfect. And then how many registered voters do you think this campaign will draw in?
This campaign is slated to draw in 20% of the 18 to 24-year-old demographic to register to vote and to vote.
Okay, perfect. That's all I have.
And then after you answer all of the questions, you'll want to close the meeting. So you'll want to either have them sign a fake contract, set up another meeting, whatever works best for you, but you really want to make sure that you close that meeting. So you'll see that here. Perfect. And then do you have time in the next week to meet and implement this?
Awesome. Yes, I will send you a date later.
Perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks.
And then finally, it's just a quick goodbye, thanking them for their time. So that was a brief run through of what an individual case study looks like. If you have any questions, feel free to look on our website, email the DECA email, deca@uww.edu, or just come to one of our meetings and talk to someone who has competed before. So thank you.